And we're live. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dish. Dish was first. Steve's over here. He's sorting pine pitch that we collected last week. I want to thank everyone for coming ahead of time. And those who are watching later, sorry you missed it. I try to keep these up every 2 weeks. Um, let's see. I think I'm all set up here. I would like to start with a question. Today or this month is March. March is Kidney Disease Awareness Month. And did you know that 37 million people in the US are estimated to have chronic kidney disease, and 17 people die. Each day, 17 people die waiting for a life saving organ transplant, and a new name is added to the transplant waiting list every 9 minutes. Currently, there are more than 100,000 people waiting for a second chance. I got mine in 2017 when I had my kidney transplant, and I feel it's fitting that I mention that March is Kidney Disease Awareness Month. Every day, I know that my kidney transplant isn't guaranteed, and I can always be right back on dialysis. And it's most likely, if I live a long time, which I will, I'll need another kidney transplant. Kidney transplants are not a cure. They're a treatment option. And it's considered healthier to get a kidney transplant than to stay on dialysis like I did for 15 years. And I'm healthier for it, and I have a better life longevity. And it wasn't easy getting a kidney transplant. So I just wanted to give a shout to all of those with kidney disease and those who have had to have a transplant, those are waiting for have a transplant, and those who will need a transplant in the future. So don't forget, March is Kidney Disease Awareness Month. And thank you for coming. Dish, 2 ATVs in our life, Pacific Bushcraft and Firecraft. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. You're all awesome. I'm going to go ahead and move that. Don't need that anymore. Awesome. Yes, I've come a long way. I could do a little better, but I'm getting there. Oh, thank you. Meow. I got a cat. So let's get started on Fatwood Anonymous. David Bookalter, how you doing, man? Good to see you too. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad you like the Fatwood. So glad. So glad. I'm going to start having special promo codes. So if any of you are looking for Fatwood, my Etsy store is in the description. And I'm working on some promo codes so you can get a 10% discount just for being you. So I've got Steve over here sifting through the pine resin, because when you collect pine resin, you get the fresh, sticky tree boogers, and then you get the ones that are really hard that have been on a tree for a long time. You get all kinds of glistening gold, clear, beautiful amber resin chunks. It's so different when you're collecting pitch. It depends on the tree too. Steve's got this one piece he's about to break apart. Oh, this is the one with the this is the one we peeled off, the big one in the video. Get out of my way, pop-up blocker. There we go. Look at the size of that. I'm afraid to make a mess with it. Ooh, you can see the amber in this piece right here. It's like honey. So those of you who have been watching all winter, here, Steve's been bringing me wood all winter, and now we're fatwood hunting together. Some of those big ass pieces that he's been bringing me with the twisted sapwood, the twisted branches, I had no idea, and we just found out last week the big branches that are coming from that big granddaddy dead tree, that pine tree, is an Austrian pine, just like the one standing tall and alive next to it. And we found out across the street they're everywhere. I don't know how I didn't see it, but I'm so stoked. I'm not touching the pretty ones, the ones that are alive. I'm not harvesting from those trees, but there's plenty of dead Austrian pine, aka European black pine. Plenty of it on the ground. Is this one soft?
It's a booger. 100% booger there, I think.
Yep. Not much debris in that one. Ooh, it is sticky. I just got the bottom side of it nice and soft. Thanks.
Welcome.
Now give me some damn rubbing alcohol. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, that wasn't too bad. And I actually brought my gloves so I wouldn't get all sticky because I got some killer pieces. This one I've just been chopping on, which is why I'm late for the chat. We're having so much fun over here. It's crazy. All right, let's see. Yes, it's a big pine booger. Big booger. Tree booger. Awesome, 2 AVs. Got plenty where he's at. Been bringing you the wood, huh? Yeah, man, he's been bringing me wood all the time. You're terrible. Looking forward to you turning fatwood on the lathe. Speaking of fatwood on the lathe, these big Austrian pine branches with the twisted sapwood, it's like a curse, man. It's almost like Mother Nature playing a joke on us. But if I put this twisted sapwood on my lathe and I turn it the right way, I can get that sapwood off of there and start making some blanks out of these pieces. We'll see. We're going to go get some more of those big monster branches this Thursday. Got to get some chain oil. So, as the title says, she's got a chainsaw. I couldn't take it no more after I saw that tree again, and I got to thinking, what if the county? What was that? Was that her tail? She took it. So I'm so worried that the county is going to run off with this tree, even though Steve says it's been down on the ground like that for years. I'm like, man, screw it. Counting up my money. You know what? We can go down to Secondhand City, down to the pawn shop, and see what they got. And I told Steve, I said, I've got about $100. And I can't remember what you said, but I was like, shit, man, maybe I am dreaming.
I said there wouldn't be anything worth $100 there, I'm sure.
Yeah, there wouldn't be anything worth $100 there, I'm sure. But we went through all the chainsaws. And I was like, damn, I don't have $150. I know I can talk them down, but the good chainsaws were over $300. And then I look again and I'm like, wait a minute, there's 2 over here in the corner. And I'm like trying to get around all this junk to see the prices on them. And I'm like, woohoo, I think it was $129.
Yeah.
And I got it for $100 and it works great. Fires right up. As you saw in our last video, we took the chainsaw out, but I didn't buy any bar oil and it was really low. So we did one cut because I was curious if that treetop was resinous in the core. That big pine knot on the end of it is fully saturated. We got that treetop in the backyard. So because we didn't have any bar oil, plus we were beat. I mean, we had a heck of a haul. We only got 1 piece off of that tree, so we'll be going back Thursday. Thanks, Dish. I've been wanting to get a chainsaw since I started, but I didn't want to run any machinery while I was on pain medication. I'm completely off pain medication. I have been for a year. So now I'm like, I saw that lathe for sale, and someone offered me a lathe 3-4 years ago, and I declined because I don't want to run machinery while I'm on my pain medication. And then that lathe come around. Hey, I'm not on my pain medication, but I'm like $50 short. So I borrowed some money, got me a lathe. Ooh, is that one soft too?
Yeah.
I'll be darned. They look crusty on the outside, but good, good. I showed Steve. I'm keeping this, by the way.
Okay.
Go back to work. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm keeping this one right here. It's mine. This is a nice one. Very nice. See, I thought it was completely dry, but luckily it's still soft. Steve and I sat down and we watched my pine resin processing video from last May, June, somewhere around there. When my brother finally shipped me my pine resin that I collected in Oregon. Finally. And then that was a really good video. I processed my pine pitch with a heat gun, and it worked out great. And I'm looking forward to doing it again. Make some more pine gems. It's fun. Aaron Nelson, whatever. It was. All right. This is a nice booger. I like it. I was watching as I was processing the resin down and heating it up and straining it through strainers, that there's a lot of clear white resin in there too, which makes it really awesome. The hardest part about heating up pine resin, whatever you want to call it, I'll understand that more perfectly someday. But it's fun watching it strain out and come out clear because I've got all kinds of strainers for this stuff. And I hope to find more. All right. So, where's my gloves at? The piece I was chopping on earlier today, this one came from my previous Fatwood hunt. I'm trying to stay organized. I've got so much Fatwood right now, and I'm keeping it in the store. I'm trying to list it as I go. I just cut this and it's already dripping. See how it's bleeding through? Got a lot of Maya dust on there. But wasn't sure what to do with this one just yet. This one might be a good one to save for a lathe project. It doesn't have too much of a crook in it. Not too much. So I'll lose a lot of that. And let's see, which side is which? Here we go. Been doing a lot of puzzle piece putting together lately. So this side still had a lot of dry on it, so I cut down a little further. But it's pretty resinous all the way up. It's a great piece. All right. Dishes had a chance to see this, but you guys haven't. It's a turtle, and he's got a big smile on his face. Kind of looks like a turtle. Let me see. Maybe I can get one of these cheap lighters to work. Oh, almost broke him. I should step on him just for pulling that stunt on me. He can kind of see it. I'm finding so many cool patterns. I love it. Like, woo, it's almost like a seashell. Shlisa shell. Yeah, these ones are getting coated with polyurethane. I've got a boatload of these because I'm finding all these branches. And they've got such great knot patterns that I'm keeping them. I'm pretty much sure I've shown all of these. But I've been coating them with polyurethane. I still don't know exactly yet what I'm going to be doing with them. I'm still trying to figure out a window pane kind of thing to make. I'll get there. But until then, I'm saving the precious knots and I'm slicing them up before I post my Fatwood on my store. Terry Majira. You know, Terry, I was wondering the other day, are you related to Bam? You probably don't know who Bam Margera is. Jackass. I took this one branch and I just sliced it all down. I think I'm going to need a different specimen for this idea, but if I take a picture of each disc and I put them all in a row, you'll be able to see like a 3D image of where the resin dries out. Because it starts out pretty rich. Let's see here. So upside down. And then you start to get to see the knot. Oh, just one, please. This branch had a couple of pretty big knots on it. E.T. phone home. And then you get past the knot and you're back down to just a branch, but you can still see the last knot right there. Oh, that's the knot coming up. That's the knot coming up. I see. And that knot ended up breaking off right about, this is the last one. And then the knot breaks off right about there. Yeah. If I get this right and I do it evenly with the right branch, I can do like a stop motion of disc after disc. Haven't tried it yet. Yeah. Keeps the arm strong. Oh yeah, fit right in the family. Thanks, Steve Borg. Chris Aconi, hey, good to see you. See, who else did I miss? All right, good. Sweet. Yeah, this is exciting, and I appreciate you guys just coming over to see me for a brief minute. I really do. What else have I got? Let's see. I knew I should have wrote a list. We covered marks. I got all of this listed on Etsy. It's pretty cool. Oh, I should tell you guys. Where's that pretty piece? There it is. Half of my stuff on Etsy has already sold. The Austrian pine, forgive me, let me rephrase that. The Austrian pine that I listed last night and today, as I think there's only 3 or 4 pieces left, the last I saw. So the link to my store is in the description. And I've got some really nice pieces. This black pine, European black pine, Austrian pine, is some good stuff, man. It is great. I like it more than the high octane. Hey, Multi, how you doing? What's new? I got a chainsaw, so look out. Oh, how am I liking Of course, Dish is smiling. How am I liking the pull saw? I bought that pull saw for my birthday last September, and man, I went through all my backyard, neighbor's yard, tried to talk the other neighbor into letting me cut some. I was having a good old time with that. We've only taken it out on Fatwood hunts 3 times, I think. And the pull saw, how am I doing with it? It depends on the piece of fatwood because it can get pretty sticky. But so far, our last fatwood hunt, we didn't have any flaws except for those old vines wrapping around the damn branch. Finally get the damn thing cut. Now it's all tangled up in an old vine. Just like when I like pruning saws. Period. Pruning saws with a curve. They work the best. They give you a nice smooth cut, and that pole saw is also a pruning saw, and it's also a pole saw, not a push and pull, but it pulls and it doesn't get stuck when I'm cutting the branches. The last time we took the pole saw out, we were having trouble with it getting sticky and gumming up there. But so far, we've been really lucky. We just try not to get stuck in the sapwood layer or too close to the tree. And we clean our saws regularly. How would you say we have how many saw cleaning parties a week? 2 or 3?
Yeah, depending on how much we use them.
And now we're doing knife cleaning parties because we're really having to keep our blades sharp because at least every day, every other day, we're woodworking on something.
Some blades accumulate quicker than others.
Yes, and I use the silicone spray, the mold release, like if you're machining and you run in a mill, mold release spray. Once my saws are clean and they're completely dried off, I'll spray over it. It's kind of like WD-40. It helps. It takes a little longer for the sap, the resin to stick to the saw. Did I miss the freezing rain last weekend? I think we did. I think we might have got a little bit of it. The storm went around us. Everyone over there got tons, everyone over there, but we just we didn't get much at all. No freezing rain. Very little. The fatwood suddenly became very tall. Awesome, Maltese doing good. Oh, can't wait to pick on. Question. Have you put on weight? I haven't seen you in a while on YouTube. Yes, I put on 20 pounds. I think when I started YouTube, I was 190. And then after my kidney transplant, March is Kidney Disease Awareness Month. After my kidney transplant, way before I got my kidney transplant, they told me the medication that I'm going to have to take for life will make me crave sweets. And I'm like, great, I'm screwed. And I was, man, I didn't have any cravings for sugar till after. That was all salt craving. But yeah, I went after the kidney transplant. I thickened up real nice. I did need to put on some weight, but it just kept coming. And then the back nightmare, I think I got up over 250. I got down to 210 last fall, and I'm back up to 230. But it'll only take a month or two. I'll be right back down again and got my winter weight on. Yeah. It holds me back, but that's about it. Okay, let's put these ones away. This is some really good stuff. This one looks like red pine, though. See, Austrian pine looks a lot like red pine. You've got to know the differences. There's a difference in the bark, in the trunk of the tree, and there's a difference in the way the branches grow, and there's a difference in the needles, the pine needles. The pine needles aren't so long. They don't bend and snap like red pine. The treetops on an Austrian pine, once they reach maturity, they grow outward. So Austrian pines often look like a flat top. Back in 2017, I found my first Austrian pine and I did a video and someone had commented, "It's too bad somebody topped that tree." And I said, "I know, but I didn't know. Trees, Austrian pines tend to grow that way naturally." It's pretty cool. And you can see that on my last video. So it's also called European black pine. And it's hard to tell apart, but I'm seeing a little bit of reddish colored puzzle pieces on this. I'll have to check my video to make sure I have this one labeled right, because I don't want to send anyone the wrong pine. What else? When you look at a tree trunk of an Austrian pine, it's more silvery with black, dark furrows in your trunk of the tree. And the red pine tend to have more red puzzle pieces on their puzzle piece bark. Both Austrian pine and red pine have puzzle piece bark. And it's really cool to learn. And I've only known where a few pieces have ever been, a few trees. And I've only collected one piece on my own since I've been doing this 6-7 years. It's really exciting. I've been interested in trees since I was 4. I've never been so happy. So how are you guys doing? Somebody say something. Anyone doing great too? Let's see here. Wow, I got 9 watching. Not bad. I missed you, Jeff Toller. I'm sorry. I did not see you there. Thank you. Appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I'm going to show you a few more pieces that I got out on the table here in a second. Let's see here. Dish is doing good. Damn it, I got to go hang out with you, Dish. Hey, can you meet me like in between out in Yankee Springs? You can go fatwood hunting with me. Oops, did I just say that out loud? It's near there, and I think it's right between us. I believe, yeah, this is the first one. This is the first Austrian pine branch that I sawed. I was so excited, and I actually got a little confused because I thought at first it might have been jack pine, but things were confusing me. And then I finally figured it out. Multi's still here. 30-degree temperatures till April. Yuck! Man, we got some 50s coming up this week. No 30-degree temperatures. See, I'm so slow. No 30-degree temperatures till April. Yes, stay warm. Here's a pretty cool knot, and this thing is really rich. It's dense and it's incredibly heavy. I got this one I just listed. And then I started processing down this piece. And what I did was I take my hatchet and then I take my baton or baton and I tap down, and I've been peeling off the sides, and this one just kind of started creating almost like a flame pattern on it. It's already starting to dry up. Was 80 degrees yesterday. My God, I don't think I could handle that. I hate 80-degree days. Keep it in the 60s and 70s for me. Maybe 40 by mid-April. All right, so where's that torch? Where did I put it? Oh, you can't get it to here? You can't get it to there? Oh, winds make it colder. Now, I've noticed if you take a heat gun to your fatwood, all the dry wood will drink up the resin. So now you no longer have a pretty glow on your fatwood. But if you take an actual flame or a torch, really brings out the color, takes away some of the white. I love this piece. I think I'm asking a bit too much, asking for $22, but it's a really nice piece. Don't tell anybody. There we go. Doesn't shine up as much on the dirty side. Smells so good. Look at that. 92 degrees. Man, screw that. You can have your hot heat waves. I may get to make another Texas run. Got a big fatwood stash down there. Hell yeah, man. Speaking of stash, we got 4 piles of pine knots we've stashed in the woods we got to go get. I haven't even put that video up yet. Indian hemlock, hey, I've been meaning to get over and see your video. My scooter can't get it to it because of the mud. It gets pretty muddy. I've been having to wear my crap kickers. It's been so muddy. Been walking through snow and mud the last couple of weeks. Oh, there's another video I got coming up. Stay right here. I'll show you what I've been up to. You're going to like this. I hope I didn't put it in a new spot. Oh, yeah, it's still in here. Good deal. The other one. All right. Check it out. The camera followed me all the way back there. Can you guess? Anybody guess? Who can guess what I made? Anybody? Oh, yeah, and don't burn a hole in your bag. Can anyone guess? I bet you couldn't guess all of it. Awesome. We got some answers coming. Char cloth. And not only just char cloth, I even charred some Cheerios. I tried to char some Crispix. I'm trying to make my own char mix. I got tons of punkwood we busted up and charred. And then I think I took like 2 or 3 pairs of jeans and cut them all up. We got half of them charred. And over here, the hems of the jeans, I figured, why not? We'll take these stringy jeans. Hey, I know you're not that long. Oh, you're all stuck together, are you? There we go. Come on, we just need one of you. There we go. That'll last you a while, and it breaks off very easily. Works great too. We tested it all. I've got video of that in the editor. I still got to finish. As far as my Cheerios and Crispix, Chex Mix, whatever, those were toasted. We couldn't get those to light at all. Next time I char some Cheerios, I'll do it very quickly. I had a really big Christmas tin that I've been saving just for this, and I drilled a very small hole in the top. And we've been burning stuff out back and get a nice bed of coals going. It's like perfect time to get this project done that I've been meaning to. And we set that tin on the bed of coals and You should just see the gases come shooting out as you're making your char cloth. Just, and we're doing, some pretty good size Christmas tin. And it took a while, and it turned out to be perfectly balanced, not too many under charred pieces. Oh yeah, and I charred peanut shells, and they work. I'm just trying to come up with like a mix of different things. What can I char and what can't I? So I'll be able to put some char cloth. No, these aren't treats. Go away. What a beggar. Nope, these are punkwood. I'll show you a piece of punkwood. Going for ultrasound for heart on Wednesday. Well, good luck with that, and I hope that goes well. There's your charred punkwood. I got tons of it. I know I got more than this. And where's those charred peanuts at? There's another baggie in here. Yay, it's the peanuts. And by the way, I didn't use roasted peanuts. I used the raw peanuts that I give to the squirrels. Yes, praying for a good results on your heart test. Oh, 100% cotton rope to char. I actually bought some of that, and I totally forgot to char it. But thank you for reminding me. I've seen Nathan 4071. He a year or two ago, he had somebody's product, which was a charred piece of rope, and the person had shrink wrapped packaging over it. It was beautiful. It's like, wow, that's so cool. There we go. Peanut shell. I use raw peanuts. I give the birds and squirrels. I got my woodpecker Jake. They like peanuts, and I don't give them the salted or the roasted. So I figured my crack open some of the peanuts and keep the shells and give them the nuts. And I managed to char peanut shells. Oh. That'll be in an upcoming video. Try not to get in over my head. I'm trying to do more than my body can let me. This man over here makes sure I don't overdo myself. He's very helpful. Takes good care of me. You're welcome, Terry. Just to let you know that the 10th of April, I will have my 74th birthday. Congratulations. One more year till you're 75, and 25 more till you're 100, 45 more till you're 120. You got plenty of years left. 74th birthday. Wow. Fucking A. Hell yeah, man. Alive and kicking. Cheers to that. Most of us really shouldn't still be here. Anytime we think things are going to shit, sometimes things turn around for the better. All right, guys. I think I covered everything that I wanted to. I really appreciate y'all coming. And I can't wait for the next hunt, and I can't wait for the next chat, because things just keep getting good. What's the matter, Rita? You don't like char cloth? Aha! 4.7. Hey, you're 2 years older than me, Malty. Yep. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go on and get. And y'all have a good week. Y'all stay strong. And see you on the next one, right? I'm going over to Indian Hemlock to check out his new video. You should try it too, because he's awesome. And all of you are awesome. So see you next time. Take care, Terry, everyone. Have a good week.